Hello, friends. Hello, everybody. It's so lovely to be here. It's so lovely to connect with you all on this cold and wet Sunday afternoon. So for those of you who are here and for those of you who have just joined in, please let me know if you can see me. Please let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if it's all okay. I never know with this thing. Hello, Tracy. I never know if it says to you you've gone live, but you sort of wait for something else to happen and you never know quite what's going on. Hello, Helen, Bridget, Tracy. Hello, hello. Oh, I'm so glad you can all hear me. I'm so glad you can all see me. And thank you so much for all joining in. So my boys, when I say my boys, I mean my husband and my son are watching Grand Prix. They're watching the Formula One. And I believe the race has just finished, but then they watch all the stuff after it. And I thought, oh, what am I going to do? So I've just recorded your Taroscopes for tomorrow. So I thought, well, seeing as Taroscopes are done and I'm in the zone, why don't we do some readings? Hello, everybody. Hello, Louise. Hello, Louise. Hello, Lynn. It's so lovely to have you all here. And you're seeing me with what I call Sunday hair. You're not seeing the Pick a Card Friday hair. You're seeing Sunday hair. So I hope you are all well. And wherever you are, it's cold and chilly here by me today, wet. I think it's raining at the moment. I hope you are all well. I hope you are all warm. And I hope you've all got a cup of something. I've got a cup of tea here with me. And it's really so lovely to have you all here. So today, I would like to answer questions. So if you've got something that's really troubling you or something that's really worrying you or something you really want some clarity and some guidance on, post your questions. I would really like to do some detailed questions, detailed readings today to see if we can give some clarity and some guidance for everybody. I am using this deck today. Oh, I love this deck. Oopsie, let me hold it in the right place. This deck is just amazing. This is that one over there, that yellow one over there. It is the Everyday Enchantment Tarot, and I am just so enchanted by this deck. It is really, really lovely. Hello, Elaine. Okay, so Tracy is asking if I can just pull a card for her, so I can do that, of course, absolutely. So Tracy, I'm going to pull. Oh, okay, Tracy's saying, oh my gosh, Tracy, I'm so sorry to hear about hubby and the pacemaker. Oh, and you had a car accident. Oh, Tracy, I'm sorry, my darling. Oh, my word, that is awful. I'm so sorry. But you know what? 2020 has been, it's just been awful, hasn't it? Just, I think for absolutely everybody, 2020 has been just absolutely awful. And I know it's not really, it doesn't really make things any better, but I have to say that it's getting to the end. I mean, we're starting October this month, and with October is going to come happiness. With October is going to come, sorry, Tracy, I was shuffling the cards, and this one's just dropped out for you. I don't know why I'm battling with my camera views today. So Tracy, this is for you. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Michelle. So Tracy, this one's for you. Hello, Tash. I don't think I said hello to you either. Tracy, this card is for you. It's the Fool, and the Fool is all about new beginnings. The Fool is all about taking that leap of faith and recognizing and understanding that, you know what, sometimes you've just got to jump in. Sometimes you've just got to go with the flow. But even though your next step is so uncertain, even though your next step is so unclear, you don't really know where you're going or what's going to be happening, you've got to trust that the universe has got your back. And Tracy, I know you understand that. I know you know exactly what I mean when I say that you've got to trust that the universe has your back, because the universe does have your back, Tracy. So you got the Fool card, and like I said, that one just jumped out while I was shuffling, so I had to give it to you. I do want to give you another card, Tracy. So we're going to ask you questions. So Tracy's had, as we all have, Tracy's had a really, really crappy year. Can I say that? Tracy's had a terrible year. Let's just see from the cards what inspiration, what guidance, and what advice does the Everyday Enchantment have for Tracy. Tracy? We have the Ace of Cups for you. And the Ace of Cups is about connecting with your loved ones, connecting with the people around you, leaning on those around you, leaning on those nearest and dearest to you, and recognizing that you don't have to do this on your own. So Tracy, I think that's quite awesome. You know, I know you are somebody who's forever thinking of others. You're always working with others. You're always uplifting others. You're always doing your best to make other people happy, to make other people, you know, just really the best that they can be, but you don't often look after yourself. And I say that, and I'm questioning why I'm saying that, but you really are. You're somebody that puts so much into your connections with other people, and you're always about uplifting and helping and motivating other people. And it's time that you recognize that you can lean on them for your moral support and for your help and guidance as well. And remember, we had the full energy that came up for you earlier on. And I think, Tracy, it's saying to you that, yes, it has been a terrible, terrible, terrible year. And we are getting to the end of it. We are going into the next phase, the next stage, the next adventure, the next part, and it's going to be better. It's going to be better. So sending lots of love, sending lots of love. Okay. Hello to everybody that's come on board. There's another Tracy, Louise, hello, hello, Cindy, hello, my friend. It's so nice to see you. Linda, Roxanne, Helen. Okay, so my friends, when I am doing the live on YouTube, the chat that's on the side of my screen here, it seems to flow quite quickly. So if I miss your message, just please forgive me. I also want to suggest that while I'm doing a reading for Tracy, and when I'm shuffling the cards and going on to the next person, that would be probably the best time to post your question. Otherwise, your question just gets lost in the progress. Okay, so Cindy, my friend, I'm going to draw a card for you. I saw you asked there, and I know there's been lots of people that have asked, but Cindy, let's draw a card for you and see what we get. Okay, right, Cindy, you are getting, oh, Knight of Cups. I like it. So Cindy, the Knight of Cups is all about, it's the romance card. It's about big show of affection. It's about going on the date night. It's about telling somebody that you love, how much you love them. It's about being flashy and extravagant with your emotions, okay? And it's about not being shy and not being afraid to step out of your comfort zone when it comes to emotions and it comes to expressing love and showing love for others. So Cindy, this is saying to you that you need to do this with hubby. Maybe you need to connect with hubby and you need to let hubby know how much you love and adore him. Cloth and bring out the fancy dinnerware and really make a big thing out of it, because it's needed and it's necessary and it will uplift everybody. Okay, awesome, good, I like that. Denise, you've been in right from the beginning, so I'm going to draw you a card. Denise, let's see what we get for you, my darling. Bridget, I'll do for you afterwards as well. Oh, Denise, look at that. You get the Sun card. How absolutely awesome. And you know what? I love this particular Sun card because look how free she is. Look how just spontaneous and in the moment she is. She's not really worrying about anything. And Denise, I know that life has been difficult. I know that you've had all sorts of challenges and stuff, as we all have, okay? But Denise, this card is really saying to you to just embrace life, just embrace the here and the now. Be in the moment. You know, when 2020 happens, when life happens, we tend to get quite stuck and quite trapped in. Tend to get quite stuck and trapped in our problems, in our past, and our challenges, and our, what's wrong and what we would like, and all of those kind of things, that we forget to be in the now. So Denise, I think this card for you is saying to you that it's time to be in the now. It's time to live each day for that day. Don't worry about the past. Don't worry about the future. The future will sort itself out. You've got to be in the now and focus on today. And that's what the Sun card is. And she really is. She just really is in the now. She's not worried about anything else. She sees a butterfly. She's celebrating and enjoying the butterfly. She's being the butterfly. She's not worrying about the past and she's not worrying about the future. She's in the now. So Denise, I think that's really awesome for you. Absolutely awesome for you. Okay, Bridget, hello. Bridget is also, she was in the room even before the live started. Let me draw a card for you, Bridget. And hello to all of those that have joined and I haven't said hello to you. It's so lovely to have you all here. It's so lovely to be connecting with each one of you. So Bridget, what do you need? What do you need? Getting lots of cups energy coming out today, which is quite awesome. So Bridget, you've got the 2 of cups. So Spirit is saying to you, it's time to make that connection with another soul. It's time to let somebody else in. The 2 of cups is typically the partnership card. So Bridget, I don't know what your relationship status is, but it's telling you to connect with another. Okay. So maybe if you are already in a committed relationship, much like the Knight of Cups we had earlier on, it's saying to you to connect with another soul, to let somebody in. And again, you know what happens is when we've experienced 2020, when we've experienced life, we tend to put these barriers up. We tend to put these restrictions up around us. And especially when it comes to emotions, because we want to protect the heart, we want to protect the self. So we tend to put these barriers up, and we tend to keep people out, keep people at arm's length. And Bridget, I think this is saying to you, it's time to connect. It's time to celebrate relationships and significant relationships with people that are around you, because that is really the most important thing. So Bridget, make an effort, connect with others, connect with life, connect with your significant people. And if you are single by any means, then somebody's trying to grab your attention and you need to let them in. Sending lots of love and blessings to you. All right, let me just read some comments and just say hello to everybody. Angelique, hello. Alexa, hello. Lynn, I think I said hello to Elaine van Rooyen. Hello. Kishmita, hello, my darling. Michelle, let's draw a card for you. So Michelle is a fellow reader herself, and you know what it's like when you're a fellow reader. You never get readings, you never get anything. So Michelle, let's see what Spirit wants to say to you. Hello, Linda. Hello, Chandra. Hello, Christina. Okay, so Michelle, what does Spirit want you to know? Let's go for that one. Oh, I like it. 10 of Pentacles, Michelle. How absolutely awesome. So, Michelle, you know what the 10 of Pentacles means. You don't need me to tell you, but the 10 of Pentacles is all about lavish abundance. The 10 of coins in this particular case is telling you that your family has everything provided. Your family is okay. Your family is safe, and there is abundance around you. And I know your husband has recently lost employment through to COVID, through to Corona. So I understand that this is a really good sign for you, isn't it? Because it's telling you that everything is going to be okay. Financially, materialistically, everything is going to be okay for you and your family. So enjoy the abundance, celebrate and practice gratitude, and know that everything is okay. Everything is fabulous. How absolutely awesome. All right, let's see. There was somebody I saw that I wanted to answer. Who was it? Hello, Roxanne. Hello, Charmaine. Seashells Breeze. Hello. I like that, Seashells Breeze. On our cold, wet day that we're having today, that's such a nice thought. Okay. I am going to Tash. All right, Tash, let's draw a card for you because I did see you asked earlier on. So, Tash, I'm drawing for you. Let's see what we get for you, Tash. Oh, we get another 10. Lots of abundance happening around. You've got, I can't read. Oh, my word. Forgive me, Tash. 2, not 10. But so Tash, you have got the 2 of coins, which is otherwise known as the 2 of Pentacles, and it's all about trying to find balance. You can see what he's doing. He's carrying the 2 heavy laden trays, and he's trying to worm his way through a very busy crowd, a very busy restaurant. And all he's doing is making sure that he doesn't tip, he doesn't drop his focus. And everybody's calling his attention. Everybody's putting their hands up and saying, hey, where's mine? He's navigating and juggling so much, and he doesn't know which way is up. He doesn't know what he's doing. But you know what? So this is, I'm going to call it rush hour in a restaurant. Okay. So he's navigating, you are navigating rush hour in a restaurant at the moment, Tash. And sometimes you think, when is this day going to end? When is it going to be over? When is it going to be finished? How am I ever going to get through this? But you know what? You are. If you just keep going, keep putting one foot in front of the other, Tash, just keep putting one foot in front of the other, you're going to get there. You're going to get there, and it's actually going to be okay. It's actually going to be fine. So Tash, just keep going. Let the chaos, recognize the chaos, acknowledge the chaos, recognize the drama around you, but just know that it's going to be okay. Just know that you're going to get through this. All right. So lots of love to you, Tash. Okay. Leandra, hello. So Leandra wants to know, she says it's been rough. It has been rough, my darling, I get it. What's the way forward and the way out? Let's see what Leandra Oh, Tash, I get that, girl. She says, as a single mom, I'm juggling for days. I get that. And you know what? You're doing good. And that's the thing. When you're a single mom and you're so busy and you're so busy juggling things, nobody ever stops and says, hey, you're doing well. Well done and congratulations. Nobody ever gives you that kind of pat on the back. So take this as Spirit's way of saying you're doing good. Even though sometimes you feel like you're not, even though sometimes you feel like it's chaos and mayhem and whatever, just know that you're actually doing okay. All right. Leandra, let's see what we get for you, my darling. I'm shuffling. And that one wants to come up for Leandra. So, Leandra, we have got the Two of Blades, otherwise known as the Two of Swords. And I do think this is quite an appropriate card for you, my darling, because basically what it's saying is that you're choosing not to see. You're choosing not to face, not to look at the challenges and the situations that are happening in front of you. And I get it. When you've had as much bad luck as you've had, when you've had as much disappointment as you have, when you've had as many challenges as you have, you get to a point where you're just like, I just can't deal with it anymore. And I get that. I totally get that. But what this card is saying to you is that if you do open your eyes and look, you're going to see that it's not as bad as you are perceiving it to be, because our mind is our strongest ally and also our strongest obstacle, because your mind makes situations appear worse. So she's saying, I don't want to see, I don't want to look, I don't want to know, I don't want to feel, I don't want to experience. I've had enough. Okay. So she's saying she's had enough and she doesn't want any more. But actually, if she just takes a minute, opens her eyes, looks at it, breathes through it, she's going to see that the situation's actually not as bad, even though there is a final notice, even though the hounds are at the door. She can actually deal with it, she can actually resolve it, but ignoring it is not going to make it any better. So for you, my darling, lots of love and blessings. Okay, Leandra, take care, my sweetie pie. Michelle Poole, hello, my darling. It's so lovely to see you. So lovely to connect with you. I'm going to do a card for Michelle. Michelle's questions. So, Renee, I would love a reading. Awaiting exam results. Oh, fabulous. A prerequisite to starting my business. Insight about results and business would be gratefully received. Let's see what we get, Michelle. Let's see what we get. Awaiting exam results, which is a prerequisite to starting a business. Let's see what we get. Michelle, you've got the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles is the abundance card. So I think this is telling you that your exam results are going to be fabulous. I think you're going to have done a lot better than you expected to. I think your results are going to be absolutely fabulous. And you know what? I think you can sit as smug and as proud as she is when you get your results, and know that the business that you're going to open is going to be really, really good for you. Understand that the business that you're going to open is going to be full of success. It's going to be full of lavish. But you know what? You can't be like her and sit back and just wait for it to happen. You can sit back and wait for your results to come in. But as soon as those results in, you've got to get busy. As soon as those results come in, you've got stuff to do. I like that. You've got stuff to do. I have another deck in front of me here. I used them on Friday for my Friday pick card. So, Michelle, I'm going to draw from here for you as well. This is divine direction. So let's see, with regards to your business, for Michelle, with regards to your business, let's see, Michelle Poole, let's see what we get for your business. That one wants to come out. Let me put these down. Okay, so as I said, these are the divine directions cards, and it's basically just got writing on the back. And Michelle Poole, yours says family. Family is everything. Reconnect with them and tell them you love them. So, Michelle, I don't know if you can see that, but just as confirmation, if your business has got to do with family, then understand that that's really, really awesome and successful for you. There's going to be a lot of success. I think your exam results are going to be fabulous. So, sending lots of love. Okay, so Seashells Breeze, I'm going to do yours next because I like your name. It sounds fabulous. You say, I have had issues with this person who is not my friend anymore. She has been intrusive about my personal life and spreading lies about me. Are people aware of her real self? So normally we don't like to snoop into other people, but you're not really snooping. We're just asking if people are aware. So I'm going to go for it. I'm going to allow the question. So we don't normally like to be intrusive into other people's lives. We don't like to do what she's doing to you. But let's see. Are people aware of her truth? Are people aware of who she really is and how she really operates? And let's see what's happening with your friendship. Just general, she says. I agree, just general. Let's see. So, Seashells Breeze, how fabulous. We have the death card that's come through in this particular situation. And you know what? It's telling you drastic change, okay? Drastic change. However your relationship was in the past, it is never going to be like that again. Everything is transitioning and moving to the next level. And I also think it's telling you that the friendship is over. I also think it's telling you that that friend is no longer your friend. She is no longer somebody who is important and significant in your life. Your question was, though, are people aware of her real self? This is saying if they're not, they're about to. Okay, if they're not aware of who she is, and how she operates, they are about to find out. So whatever her relationship is with people, it's all changing. It is all transitioning and changing. And you know what? I have to say to you, because with this death card, there's always a positive side to it. There's always a positive spin to it. And I think what it's saying to you is that recognize that the person she is, the way she treats people, the way she is, there is going to be major change, and she is going to come out of it. After all is said and done, she is going to come out of it a better person. Okay, she is going to come out of it a better person. So trust and believe and know that whatever's going on there, whatever's going on with that situation, that she is going to come out of it a better person. So I hope that helps you, my darling. Lots of love and blessings. Hello, all the Tracys, Tracy Marshall, Tracy Linnea, all these Tracys that are online. Hello to all the Tracys and everybody else that I haven't said hello to. Renee Shree, I'm going to draw a card for you. Renee Shree, I'm drawing a card for you, my darling. Let's see what we get. Arkishmita saying, love your readings and all your beautiful cards. Thank you, my darling. I love all my cards too, all of them. All of them. And there's some on the table here with me as well. All right. So Renee Shree, let's see what Spirit wants you to know. Let's see what message Spirit Whoopsie has for you today. Renee Shree, you get the Hermit card. The Hermit card is about solitude. The Hermit card is about introspection. The Hermit card is about going within, connecting with yourself. The Hermit card is about finding answers here and not finding answers out there. Okay, which is really quite awesome. So Renee Shree is basically saying to you that whatever's going on in your life, whatever it is that you're dealing with, whatever it is that you're facing in your life at the moment, you need to recognize your significant role that you play in your own life. Because again, you know what happens is in life, we put so much emphasis, so much energy into other people, into other circumstances, into other things, and we always empower other people in our own lives. And the Hermit card is saying, what about empowering you? What about spending time connecting with yourself? What about spending time asking you what makes you happy? What about connecting with you and seeing what is it that you aspire to in life? What are your hopes and dreams? What are the things that you want in life, instead of always worrying about other people? And, you know, we all tend to do this, don't we? We all are so focused on making other people happy and taking care of our families and working hard and achieving this and ticking off all the goals. We forget about numero uno. We forget about ourselves. And Renee Shree, I think this is really important for you because it's telling you that you matter. It's telling you that you're important. It's telling you that you need to spend some time with you. And if you look in this particular card, he's sitting there and he's learning. And what does learning do? Learning means that we are improving ourselves. When you learn, when you study, you're not really empowering other people. You're empowering yourself so that you can help other people. So Renee Shree, my darling, the message is you're important, you're significant, you matter. So put some time and effort into you. Forget about everybody else. Forget about everybody else and worry about you. Okay, sending lots of love and blessings your way. And I am having the urge to change cards. So goodbye to these ones. I'm putting them on the shelf. And I have a whole bunch of them over here. When I say a whole bunch, I mean a whole bunch. Lisa Sutton, hello, my darling. It's so nice to see you. Ramona, hello, hello. Charmaine, Erica, hello to everybody who I haven't said hello to already. Let's grab this deck. Does anybody recognize this deck? Does anybody know which one this is? This is the Lightseers Tarot. The Lightseers Tarot. Oh, this is just such an awesome deck. All right, so who's next? Let me see. Let's see who. So as I said to you, for those of you who just come on board, my chat seems to jump quite a lot, and it's very difficult for me to go you know, in order to try and get through to everybody. So I can see probably about 10 messages there on screen, and then every time there's a new one, there's just, you know, everything flips up. So I'm going to just work on these. So if you've got a question, even if you've already posted it, post it again now, and I could see the questions that come up. And I like detailed questions. Give me detailed questions, and then we can really get into it and see what comes through for you today. So I'm shuffling the Lightseers Tarot. Let's see what we get. Ramona. Okay, so Ramona is saying, I did animal communication courses. Lovely. I just love to do it, but just wanted to know if I am on the right track, because some people are bringing me down because of it. Yeah, you know what, Ramona, I totally get that. You know, when you turn to a spiritual life, when you hand your life over to spirit and doing spirit work, there's a lot of people who don't get it, and the people who don't get it are those people who've lived their lives in a box, lived their lives following, you know, society's rules, society's expectations, society's everything. And when you climb out of that society box, people don't always understand it. People don't always get it, okay? So, Ramona, I totally understand. Yeah, I totally understand. So let's see what Spirit wants you to know. Okay. Ramona, let's see what Spirit wants you to know about your animal communication. Yeah, you see, it makes total sense. You got the Devil card. First of all, I just have to say how sexy he is, especially in this particular deck. Just look at his eyes. He is just gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Right, now that I've got that out of the way, Ramona, basically what the devil is about our obsessions. The devil is what we're focusing on, okay? And the devil is always going to be there to tempt us. Hello, Margot. Hello, my friend. The devil is always there to tempt us. The devil is always there to push us out of our comfort zone. But Ramona, for you, what he's saying to you is stop worrying about what other people think. Stop worrying about what other people say. You're so focused and obsessed about what they're saying about what you're doing that you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. And you know what? When people don't understand what it is that you do, they get very intimidated by what you're doing, okay? And when people get intimidated by what you're doing, they don't know how to ask questions. They don't actually know how to go to you and say, oh my gosh, Ramona, that is so interesting. How do you do it? How does it work? They'd rather just attack, okay? So the devil card is saying that you're focusing on other people's insecurities. You're focusing on other people's issues instead of focusing on your own and getting the work done. So yes, people aren't always going to understand what you do. I get it every single day. I have family members who don't understand what I do. And you know what? I just send them love. I just send them love. I just love them unconditionally, but I don't try and explain myself to them. I don't try and get validation, because you can't get validation. The only way you're going to get validation is from spirit. And the only way you're going to get that validation is by doing what you need to do. So Ramona, please stop worrying about the insignificant people. Stop worrying about the people who are chasing the society dream of living in a box. And you're different. You've climbed out of that. You're living your truth. You're living your honesty. So do that. Don't worry about the insignificant people. Put them away. Put them away. I hope that helps you, my love. And hello again to everybody else that's come on board. Lisa Sutton, going to take a card for you, my darling. Lisa's question says, I am juggling more than a few, and it's disappeared. And it's disappeared. More than a few things. I know it will settle, but gosh, when and how? Let's see. Lisa, let's see what Spirit wants you to know about everything that you're juggling in your life right now. And before I draw or show you this card, I need to have a sip of tea. Cheers, everybody. Okay. So, Lisa, how to juggle, how to navigate everything that's happening in your life. You have got the Ace of Swords. Look at busy her mind is. Look at those spirals in her mind. Look how it just never ends. And that's exactly what you're going through. That's exactly what you're trying to do. You're trying to be all things to all people all the time. Your mind is so full and it's so busy and it's so active that you're not resting. You're not stopping for a minute. So I can just imagine how you're feeling. I can just imagine how exhausted you must be. And Lisa, what this card is basically saying to you is to stop paying attention to your loud thoughts. I like to call them your loud thoughts. Pay attention to the loud thoughts. Pay attention to the thoughts that are constantly there, because your ideas and the thoughts that you're having are significant, are wonderful, are amazing, are fabulous, are all of those kind of things, okay? So you need to stop slowing down and stopping so that you can hear and listen to the thoughts that you have, because the answers to everything you're looking for are there. Okay, so Lisa, yes, when are things going to slow down? When are things going to calm down? When you take control of this. And the best way to do that is to journal. Journal, the J word, the journal word. Clear your mind. And I know talking is a fabulous way to clear your mind because it puts it out there, but we don't often have somebody we want to talk to, or somebody we can talk to, or somebody who's going to understand. So journaling is fabulous. Spend a bit of time, even if it's 5 minutes a day journaling, even if it's 5 minutes a day, just emptying the thoughts from your mind. The other thing to do is to voice note yourself, record voice notes on your phone and just empty the thoughts, because your thoughts are strong, your thoughts are powerful, and there's a lot of significance there. So Lisa, I hope that helps you, my darling. Hello, everybody else that's come online. Charmaine Hardcastle, I'm looking at your question. I'm especially wanting to find out about my career path. Oh gosh, and then it disappears. Career path, and if there's a rainbow at the end of the storm. All right, so Charmaine Hardcastle, is there a rainbow at the end of your storm? Let's have a look career-wise. You know what, never mind just for your Charmaine, but for everybody, there is definitely a rainbow. The storm, we're through the eye of the storm, okay? We're now going through the second half of the storm. It's not over yet, sure, but we definitely will, it will end at some point, because that is guaranteed. It will come to an end at some point. Let's see, Charmaine. All right, you've got the judgment card. And Charmaine, the judgment card is basically saying to you that you've got to stop being so hard on yourself. You've got to stop being so self-critical. You've got to stop looking at yourself the way that you are. You've got to release yourself from the burdens. I know it's difficult. I know with everything that's happening, it is incredibly difficult. But the judgment card is basically saying to you, it's not your fault. Stop blaming yourself. Stop carrying the burden of whatever's happening. Recognize that you can only do what you can do. You can only do so much. You can only do as much as you can, and the rest of it just needs to be put aside. The rest of it just needs to be put away. So don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so super critical of yourself, okay? Don't be so full of judgment of yourself. Recognize that what's happened to you has happened to you, but it's not your fault. You didn't make it happen, okay? You were just I'm going to call it a consequence. And yeah, just don't be so hard on yourself and know that it's going to be okay. Charmaine, I'm going to take a divine direction little card for you as well, just to give a little bit of positive and just to give a little bit of upliftment. Let me just shuffle and draw one for you from here quickly. It says ask. And the message for you, it says it's okay to ask for help. It's not a sign of weakness. So you know what, that goes with the judgment card. I don't know if I can put it that you can see it. That goes with the judgment card really well, because you know what happens is when you find ourselves in a difficult situation, we often feel like we have to figure it out on our own. We often feel like we have to make it better on our own, instead of reaching out and asking other people for help. So Charmaine, I hope that helps you. Alexa, you are my next person. Alexa, love some clarity on getting a full-time job, and will our family house sell soon? My family are all having a difficult time right now. All right, Alexa, let's see what spirit want. Oh gosh, I am throwing the cards. You know me, I'm such a bad shuffler. I need to go to shuffle school. All right, Alexa, clarity on getting a full-time job and family house selling soon. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get for Alexa. Okay. So Alexa, the first card that I get for you is the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is about romance, being romantic, big show of affection, showing and sharing connections with other people. So I think this is telling you that you and your family are going to be okay. But I think this is also saying to you, Alexa, that as far as getting a job goes, I don't know if there is a job out there, but there's definitely going to be an interesting offer that's going to come to you, because that's what the Knight of Cups does. He's trying to lure somebody in. He's offering roses, he's offering picnic, he's offering champagne and chocolates and all these kind of things. He's putting the offer out there and he's trying to lure somebody in. You need to be mindful of that. You need to be aware of that. There's definitely going to be an offer for you. There's definitely going to be this huge big show of something. So are you going to find a job soon? Absolutely. Are your family going to be okay? Absolutely. I think this offer could also be to do with the house, by the way. Okay. And you know what? Sorry, as I'm saying that, so I'm having the loud thoughts in my head. And I wonder if this, Alexa, if this isn't saying to you that you should maybe look at connecting a job and house selling somehow. So either you're going to do it yourself or you're going to get involved in that particular industry one way or another. But there's a connection, there's a link somehow there, Alexa. Let's just, I'm not sure. So I want to draw another card. I've put that one back into the deck and I'm shuffling. Alexa, let's just get some clarity on that because I'm a little bit confused by that. Let's just get a little bit of clarity. Is the offer that's coming to Alexa got to do with her career or got to do with her house sale? Let's see what we get. It's got to do with you. And you know, the Empress is all about giving birth. It's all about starting. She contains, she holds the world in her womb, and she's about to give birth to an entire universe. And I think this is exactly for you, Alexa. You've got to become self-employed, my darling. I don't think there is a job out there for you. I don't think there is a perfect opportunity out there for you. I think you have to create an opportunity for yourself, an opportunity that excites you, an opportunity that is as passionate and enthusiastic as passionate and enthusiastic as the Knight of Cups, who is being romantic and showing his appreciation and showing his love for another person. So I hope that helps you, Alexa. I hope that helps you. Hello, Peter. Nice to see you. Kishmeet has been asking for a while. Let's just see whether I should have another child and my sister's cancer treatment. All right, Kishmeeta, let's see, should Kishmeeta be increasing her family and having another child? Let's see. That'll be quite interesting to see what answer we get on that. Oh, can you believe it? Kishmeeta, I think that answers your question. I think that gives you exactly what you wanted to hear. All about pregnant tummy, all about birth, all about, you know, creating, planting seeds and creating everything that you want. So Kishmeeta, lots of love and blessings to you, my darling. And that's exactly the answer you wanted. Alexandra McCleary, hello. She says, don't have any specific questions, just a little frustrated. Okay, I can handle that. Let's see, Alexandra, I'm going to draw a card for you. Let's see what we get. Those of you, while I'm shuffling, if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do, because I'm going to try and do lives at least once or twice a week from now on. And I'm not always going to be able to notify you when I go live. So if you are subscribed to my channel, you will get told. So if you haven't already clicked the red subscribe button, please do so. I would so appreciate it. Okay. Right. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys, the conversation's flowing. Right. Alexandra, drawing a card for you, and we're going for this one. I love that. Queen of Pentacles. She is just exquisite, isn't she? She is just so beautiful. And I just love the energy that she gives off. You know, she's like quite confident and quite proud of herself. And you know what? The Queen of Pentacles, so this is for Alexandra. The Queen of Pentacles, she's all about being in control of who she is, control of her worth. She knows her worth. She knows exactly how much she's worth. She doesn't need anybody to validate her. She is so strong and so powerful in herself. And that is what brings her success. That is what brings her happiness. And that is what brings her joy. She doesn't care what people think when they look at her. She doesn't care what's being told or said about her. She is so super confident in her skin and so proud of herself that, but without being full of ego, without being full of arrogance. And Alexandra, I think this is exactly, you say you're a little bit frustrated, and you're probably frustrated because you're trying to adapt your life to what other people are saying, to what society is saying. You're trying to fit into that box. There isn't a box. Look at her. She don't fit no box, and she's fabulous. So you need to be Queen of Pentacles. You need to be super confident in your worth. You have to know who you are. You have to know your worth and not allow or wait for anybody else to define you. I like that. I hope that helps you. I hope that helps you. Right, it's time for change of cards again. I've had enough of this one. So I'm going to put that one away. And I'm going to grab my new favorites. I think I say that about all the decks, but this one. We're going to grab this one. Okay. Let's give it a shuffle while we look. Lynn helped. Hello, Lynn. Lynn's question, will I be moving house soon? So we're now using the Dark Mansion Tarot, and let's see what we get for you, Lynn. Will I be moving house soon? That card there wants to come out. So Lynn got the Hermit card, and the Hermit card is one we've already had today, but the Hermit card all talks about doing things on your own. It talks about finding answers within yourself. So will you be moving house soon? It depends on how quickly you pack and move, because this card is saying that there's no external circumstances that you're waiting for. Everything that you're waiting for, everything and anything that is stopping you from moving is all within yourself. So the Hermit card is telling you, if you want to move, you need to stop packing, and you need to show the universe that you are ready, because it all relies or waits on you. I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense, Lynn. Okay, let's see who else. Okay, Daria, I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Hello, hello, Daria. Will my relationship lead to moving in together? Okay. Let's see, Daria. Will your relationship progress? Let's have a look, see. So Daria, we've got Page of Pentacles, and Page of Pentacles is such an interesting one. This is saying to you that your relationship can and will progress. Your relationship can and will, but we're still learning. We're still learning about our strengths. We're still learning about how we handle money, how we handle our finances, and who's going to do what, and who's good at what strengths each person has within the relationship. So your relationship can't progress forward until we are comfortable and content with each other, not just from a love emotional point of view, but from a practical point of view. Okay, so Daria, this is saying to you, it's time to put the focus into the finances, the logistics, I'm going to call it, of the relationship. And once we've figured out the logistics of the relationship, then we can take that next step. But if we just moving on emotions alone, it's going to take quite a while before we actually get to this point. So it's time to start focusing on the logistics behind the relationship. Like, if you did move in together, where would you go? Where's your work? Where's his work? Where do you need to travel? Where does he need to travel? All of those kind of important things. Also, who would pay the rent? Who would buy the food? How would we split things? It's all of those logistics. And that is what is preventing your relationship from going to that next point, because we're not having those conversations. Okay. So Daria, lots of love and blessings to you. Tracy Marshall. Hello, Tracy Marshall. May I get a card for clarity on what support I need to give my sister on her new cancer diagnosis? I'm so sorry to hear there's so many people with cancer at the moment. So Tracy, let's see, how can you be a better support system for your sister through her current cancer diagnosis? Let's see what we get. Okay. So this is so interesting, Tracy. Tracy Marshall, this one's for you. We have the Tower, and the Tower is often not a good card. The Tower is often the card of saying that your world is going to crumble, but this is obviously what she's feeling, and maybe what you're feeling as well. You know what? Getting a cancer diagnosis is never fun. It's never easy. It is heartbreaking. But the big thing with the Tower card is the Tower card often says to you that once everything has been brought down, once we've broken it down, once we've killed the cancer cells with the chemo, with the everything, then we start rebuilding. So instead of trying to hold on to the reality, the world, her body, life, the way that it is now, the way that it always has been, we need to let go of that. We need to let go of the confines and the restrictions and the everything that we have. She needs to let go of all of that, and we need to recognize, okay, let's kill everything. Let's destroy everything. Let's shut it all down with the chemo and the radiation and whatever treatment the doctors want to give, okay? Go with it. It is going to be difficult. It's not going to be easy. But once we've done that, once we have leveled the playing fields, if I can call it that, then we can start building her up again. And I think that's exactly what you need to do, is you need to support her through the breakdown, and then you need to help her to rebuild. Okay, so Tracy, I hope that helps you, my darling. Please understand it's going to be a difficult road, but it is one that you will succeed. It is one that you will get through. It is one that she will overcome. All right, sending lots of love and blessings. Okay. R, hello. She wants to know if A still loves her and will come back. Okay. So R, let's see. Does A still love you and will A come back? Let's see. Oh, I'm curious now. I'm curious. Yes, 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 and yes. But what's interesting is the Nine of Cups shows that we have all our trophies behind us and we're sitting very proudly in front of all our trophies, and we're almost like we're showing off all our accomplishments and we're showing off all our trophies. And I think what it's saying to you is that you were going to have that moment. So when A comes back to you, when A shows love, when A is returning the affections, that you are going to be sitting there going and it's going to be absolutely awesome. Okay, so just understand that, but it also, you know what I'm going to say to you, it is important that we have patience. Okay, don't do anything, don't go out there looking, don't go out there dangling carrots, don't go out there trying to convince A to come back any quicker. You need to just sit back, you need to be quiet, you need to be still, and you need to wait for A to come to you. Okay, lots of love and blessings to you. Angelique van Bart, hello. Been looking for love for quite a while. Nothing positive has materialized. Let's see what we get for you, Angelique. Let's see what we get for you. Gosh, time goes so quickly. I just see we've been online for 45 minutes already. Time goes by so quickly when you're having fun. Okay. Right, Angelique, looking for love for a long time. Nothing positive has materialized. All right. Oh, how fabulous. So, Angelique, you've got the High Priestess. The High Priestess is all about inner knowing. She contains all the information that she needs. Okay. She is all about trusting intuition. She's all about believing and using the universe to achieve and attain everything that she wants to. So, Angelique, I think this is saying to you that you know why nothing has materialized. You are probably putting out there, as much as you're saying, I'm looking for love, I'm looking for love. But when love comes, you're probably going, no, that's not it. No, that's not it. So you need to be aware of your own energy. You need to be aware of what you're putting out there and what you're attracting. You need to be very aware of the give and the take that goes with the relationship. And I honestly think, Angelique, that this is saying to you that, you know what, when you find that balance within yourself, when you know what it is you're truly looking for, when you know what it is you truly desire in a partner, in a relationship, that's when it'll happen. Because at the moment, all you know is that you're looking for a relationship, but I don't think you could give me specifics on what kind of individual you're trying to attract into your space. And I think you need to spend a bit of time with yourself, with your own intuition, with your own guidance, and actually make that, I'm going to call it the shopping list. Can you see the book that she has on her lap? Okay, that book contains her shopping list. It contains her recipe. It knows she knows exactly what it is she's looking for, and that's what you need to do. So, Angelique, spend some time creating your perfect mate, your perfect partner. But make sure that, you know, I always say when I have this conversation with clients, I always say that, you know, if you say you want somebody who's got a good sense of humor, don't complain when you get a comedian who just tells jokes all the time. So make sure that what you put down on your shopping list is actually what you truly want for yourself. So if you're saying you want somebody who is absolutely drop dead gorgeous, and then you're in a relationship with that person and everybody else finds them gorgeous and everybody else is trying to grab their attention, you're not allowed to complain because it was on your shopping list. Okay, but I think you need to spend some time focusing on what it is that you want in a mate, what it is that you want in a partner, so that when it comes to you, you can recognize it as well. All right, lots of love and blessings. Okay, Kelsey, hello, Kelsey. I'm going to draw a card for you. Kelsey says, feeling lost at the moment. Any advice? Okay, Kelsey, I'm going to draw a card for you. Let's see what we get. Okay, so Kelsey, we have the Five of Cups. Five of Cups, you can see she's, as you say, feeling a little bit lost at the moment, okay? And that shows exactly. So you're focusing on all the things that have gone wrong. You're focusing on all the things that are not right in your world, okay? Any kind of little mishap, any kind of little challenge, any kind of obstacle, anything that goes wrong in your life, that's what you're focusing on. And you're feeling overwhelmed by that emotion. But what you're failing to see is this little cup over there. So we're focusing on these four, I can't count. We're focusing on these four that are fallen over, dirty, empty, finished, whatever the challenges and the problems, but we haven't seen that there's still more there. Okay, so Kelsey, for you, I think what the Five of Cups is saying to you is recognize that yes, in life there are going to be trials and tribulations. Yes, there are going to be challenges and obstacles. We mustn't focus on that. We must focus on the new opportunities that are always there, that are always available for us. Because when you focus on that, more of that comes and less of that happens. Okay, so we recognize that you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed. We recognize that you're not feeling fabulous at the moment, but there is hope. There is hope. We just need to change our attention from here to here. Okay, I hope that helps, Kelsey. Sending lots of love to you. Peter, let's do yours. Peter, you're saying, will there be a change in my financial situation? I have been working for some time now and patiently waiting for a change in fortune. Any advice at this moment would be appreciated. All right, Peter, let's see what we get. Change in financial situation for Peter. What does he need to know and what does he need to be aware of? Let's see what we get. Oh. So, Peter, how fabulous is this? You have got the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles, Peter, is all about helping others, okay? But it's also about recognizing that we have to do a bit of a give and take. What's interesting, Peter, you are clearly somebody who helps others. You are clearly somebody whose life is, you're all about helping other people and guiding other people and making other people's lives better. But often what you miss, if I can call it that, is, so in this particular case, she has got a bag full of coins, a bag full of money. So she assumes because she has an abundance of money, everybody wants her money. And she's handing out money to this little girl. And the little girl's not really taking the money because it's not money that she wants. What she wants is somebody to maybe buy her a pair of shoes or maybe give her a new blanket for her bed. So it's about recognizing what you give versus what people are taking from you, okay? You've always got to make sure that even though you have something in excess, don't assume that that is what other people are looking for. You've always got to check that the exchange is equal. You've always got to check that the exchange matches, the demand matches the request. I don't know, you understand what I'm saying. I'm getting myself tongue-tied. So, Peter, I think this is saying to you that you have skills, you have knowledge, you have abundance, you have whatever you need, and you're dishing it out everywhere, but people aren't grabbing it because what you're giving is not what they're looking for. So rather wait for them to express what they need, what they want, and then you adjust yourself accordingly before you give. So I want to say, if you are in sales, for example, and I think we're all in sales. It doesn't matter what your job title is. We're all in the business of selling ourselves. You've got to make sure that what you're selling is actually the request. And if you wait to hear what the request is, you can adjust yourself accordingly. So, Peter, I hope that helps. I am going to draw you a card from the Divine Directions as well, just as added confirmation. Let's just see what we get. So this is for Peter, just as added confirmation. Okay, and that one wants to come out. So, Peter, you have got the energy card, and the message on it says, try to keep positive energy by surrounding yourself with positive people. So that makes perfect sense. So what you're giving, make sure that you are surrounding and connecting with positive people who want what you have in excess to give. All right, sending lots of love and blessings to you, Peter. Take care. Tracy Lee Naylor, let's have a look at yours. Let's see what we get for you, my darling. Whether I'm going to move jobs and home. Thank you for the compliment, Tracy. Tracy wants to know if she's going to move jobs and home. Let's see what I get for you, Tracy. It's a pleasure, Peter. It's a pleasure, Kelsey. Okay, Tracy, let's see. Are you going to move? What's happening in your life? Okay. You got the Chariot card. And what's very interesting, Tracy, with this card, the Chariot card says that movement is already in progress, okay? Change is already in progress. Everything's already in progress. It's not like you're still waiting for it to start. So with regards to moving house, if you've already put your place on the market, then just know that it's going to happen. This card is saying to you that you don't have to start anything. It's not like you still have to put things out there. Things are going to happen. Things are changing. You are partway through your journey. With regards to finding a job, if you are putting your CV out there already, then just know that somebody's already seen your CV and there's going to be a connection, because the Chariot card says that you are partway through your journey. But the advice from the Chariot card is to stay focused. Okay. The advice from the Chariot card is to not take your eye off the prize, not take your eye off what it is that you want and what it is that you need in your life. You have to stay focused. You have to keep your eye on the prize and know what you're working towards. So if you know what kind of job you want, if you know where you want to move to, if you've got all that kind of information, stay focused on that. Don't lose sight of that. Okay. So lots of love to you, Tracy. I hope that helps you. Okay. Time for a sip of tea, everybody. Okay. Shannon Snelson, I'm going to do yours. Shannon says, I have been waiting 15 months for knee surgery and it has been cancelled 3 times. Oh my gosh. Let me see what I can find. Oh, it's a pleasure, Tracy. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know. Okay, so Shannon, this one's for you, my darling. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know about your knee surgery. Knee surgery. What's happening with Shannon's knee surgery? Okay, very interesting, Shannon. We got the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is normally the karma card. It's normally the good luck card. It's the card that normally says the wheel turns in your favor. Okay, so I understand, Shannon, that it's been cancelled 3 times, and clearly you need the surgery. Clearly there's something going on. But I honestly think the fact that it has been cancelled 3 times, you can be grateful for. You know, maybe if the surgery had happened, you would have had a terrible surgery, a terrible outcome. The surgeon wouldn't have been at the top of his game. There are reasons, there are universal spiritual reasons why it has been cancelled 3 times. And I think you need to be grateful for that. The Wheel of Fortune card is saying to you that your turn is going to come. The circle is going to turn. Your turn is going to come up for you. And when it does, it's going to be amazing. So I think be grateful for the delay. I know you're probably in pain and agony, but if you can just deal with it for the time being, because when your time does come up for the surgery, it's going to be quick, it's going to be fast, it's going to be amazing. You will heal quickly, you will heal so much better. So be grateful for the delay, because it's certainly going to be benefiting you. It's either got to do with I want to say the hospital, the doctor, the circumstances, or it could even be to do with technology, okay? That maybe by the time you get your knee surgery, that the hospital that you're going to go to and the doctor that you're going to have got new methods, new processes. I don't quite understand, but just know that when it is your turn to have the knee surgery, it's going to be amazing. Quick, simple, easy, uncomplicated. Be grateful that it hasn't happened as yet, because it would not have been a positive outcome. But the next one, when it does happen, will be a positive outcome. So lots of love and blessings to you, Shannon. Renisha, hello, Renisha. Let's do a card for Renisha. Renisha is asking, finding soulmate. Let's see what we get for Renisha on finding a soulmate. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Elaine van Rooyen, I'm going to do yours next, my darling. Renisha, finding the soulmate, you have got the Emperor, and the Emperor is all about not getting emotional. So you're asking about your soulmate. Oh, I see you asked a couple of questions. Okay, Renisha, we're just doing the soulmate one. Renisha, you're asking about finding a soulmate, and the Emperor has come up, which is all about taking control. It's all about being in control, recognizing your strengths, recognizing your limitations, recognizing your foundation. But he's also saying to you, don't get too emotional. So I think it's saying to you that when a relationship happens for you, you immediately jump emotionally and immediately want to go to, like, you meet somebody today, you meet a person today, and tomorrow you want to get married and have babies. And I think what the Emperor is saying to you, that, you know what, we need to be a little bit more calm. We need to make sure that we get to know the person. We need that strong foundation first before we allow the emotions in. So the next relationship that comes up for you, Renisha, you need to go into it with your head and not with your heart, to make sure that it actually works out for you. Okay, sending lots of love and blessings. That is so awesome. All right, who did I say? Elaine van Rooyen, please post your question. Elaine van Rooyen, I'm waiting for your question, my darling Sham. I see you say you posted a couple of times. My chat scrolls so fast, I can't actually keep up. So I just see the couple that are on my screen, and that's all I see. Renisha, it's such a pleasure, my darling, such a pleasure. So Elaine van Rooyen, give us a question and I will draw a card for you. Okay, Chandra, I'll get to yours once I've done for Elaine. We're just waiting for Elaine to post a question. And while we're waiting for Elaine to post a question, remember, friends, please, if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I'm going to try and do lives 2 or 3 times a week, as often as I can, daytime, nighttime, whenever I get a gap. Because yeah, I want to give back. I know we're all going through difficult times at the moment, and I want to be able to give back to everybody. So if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you will get notifications when I do go live, because I'm not always going to be able to give you advance notice. So please remember to subscribe. Okay, so Elaine, your question hasn't popped up on my screen yet, so I'm just waiting. I'm just going to draw a card, Elaine, and if your question comes up, I'll try and relate it. So Elaine van Rooyen, I'm drawing a card for you. Let's see what we get. Okay, so Elaine, we have got that 2 of Swords for you, which is telling you that you've got something blocking your vision. There is something in front of your eyes that is preventing you from seeing the truth. It's also about saying to you that, you know, somebody's withholding the truth from you. So you can see how she's sitting like this, okay? You need to be a little bit more proactive, and you need to remove the ribbon from your eyes so that you can see the truth of what's happening around you. Because when you have your eyes blindfolded, when you can't see, your mind plays tricks with you. Your mind plays games with you, and you don't always get to see the truth of what's right there in front of you. So Elaine, for you, Spirit is saying to you, it's time to open your eyes, and it's time to look. It's time to see the truth that's happening in your life right now. Be honest with yourself. And when you face these fears, when you face these challenges, you're going to see that they're not as bad as you perceive them to be. Okay. All right, there's Elaine's question. So much negative. Need some positive. Being alone for 6 months. Exactly, Elaine. So you know what? You're forgive me for saying it this way, but it's the way that I'm hearing it from Spirit. Spirit is saying that, you know, you've got the blindfold on and you're feeling sorry for yourself, and you're feeling like, oh, well, I'm just alone, and I'm just on my own, and I'm just. Instead of removing that blindfold and say, okay, world, I'm here now, and I'm ready, and I'm tackling, and I'm doing. But you need to be honest with yourself. It's time that you be honest with yourself. It's time that you take the blindfold off. It's time that you face your fears. It's time that you face your challenges and obstacles. And when you do look at them, you're going to see that they're not so scary. You're going to see that they're not so bad. Okay. So Elaine, I hope that helps you. Lots of love and blessings to you, my darling. Chandra, I'm going to do yours now. Chandra says, going through chronic health issues. What is the meaning that I may be missing? Okay, interesting. I like it, Chandra. Let's see what Spirit give you. So, Chandra, you have got what we call the Nightmare card. Okay, 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords typically says to you that it's got to do with during the day when you're around people, when you're around circumstances, you put on a brave face and you pretend that everything's fabulous. But it's when you're alone at night, in the middle of the night, that's when you allow your true feelings to come out. That's when you allow your true fears to come out. So by day, we're like, oh, happy and smiley. And by night, it's like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Okay, so there's definitely that kind of split feeling that's happening there. The Nightmare card is also saying to you that we are focusing on the stuff that's happening here in our minds. So Chandra, with the chronic health issues that you have, they are obviously very real. But what's happening is because of your fears, because of your fears and your concerns around the health issues, we are feeding them, and we are generally making them worse. So what we need to do is we need to rest, we need to sleep, we need to give everything a chance to heal. Instead of staying awake in the middle of the night stressing and worrying, you need to trust and you need to let go. Okay, so I hope that helps you, my darling. I hope that helps you to overcome the challenges and obstacles that you are facing in your life right now. Okay. Okay, just having a look to see. Roxanne, hello, Roxanne. I'm going to draw a card for you. Roxanne, let's see what. It's a pleasure, Elaine. Roxanne, let's draw a card for you and see what spirits say. So, Roxanne, you get the 9 of Wands. Look how cross he is. Look at his face. He's like grumpy. So basically what he's saying to you is he's tired, okay? He's been busy the whole day. He's been following the rules. He's been doing everything by the clock, by the book. He's been doing everything well. He's come to the end of the day. He's got one more thing in his hand and there's nowhere to put it. And he's irritated and he's frustrated, okay? he's allowing his exhaustion, he's allowing his stress, he's allowing his anxieties to overrule him. So Roxanne, for you at the moment, I think that's exactly what Spirit is saying to you. They're saying to you that, you know, when we're tired, when our stress levels and our anxiety levels are high, it's very easy to become overwhelmed by that. Instead of remaining calm and centered and realizing, okay, if I just scoot them all over, I could fit it in. So Roxanne, this is saying to you, that you need to try and remain level-headed. You need to try and remain clear of mind, and you will find the solutions a lot easier. When you're stressed and when your anxiety is high, when you are tired, when you are like it's been a long day, you can be quite emotional, and it's that emotion that's going to get in the way and stop you from being the person that you need to be. Okay, sending lots of love and blessings. All right, I'm going to do one more, friends, and then I'm going to call it quits because it has been a long hour. Louise Angel, shame you were here early on, so I'm going to do yours. She's just looking for some advice, some motivation, and some productivity. Let's see what I get for you, Louise. Shuffling the cards, let's see what we get for you. So, Louise, what do we get for you, my darling? So, Louise, we get the Tower card for you, okay? You're asking for some motivation and some productivity, and the Tower card comes up, and it's like, what? So the Tower card is typically about your whole world collapsing, your whole world being shattered, your whole world being struck by lightning and collapsing. And when we go through that moment, when we go through in the tarot world, we call it the Tower moment. When we have that Tower moment, it is earth-shattering. It is devastating. It is awful. It is terrible. But let's not focus on that, because the truth is that the universe has been giving you nudges. The universe has been sort of giving you hints and nudges and saying, hey, make changes, make changes, make changes. The universe has been telling you, do this, do that. And we have been oblivious, okay? We're like, no, not now, not now, not now. And the universe is like, you know what? The universe is adamant, saying that you deserve better. You need better. You've got to have more. And the only way that you can have more is by breaking down your current structures. So if you don't do it voluntarily, the universe is going to do it for you. So Louise, what the Tower card is saying to you is that it's time to make some big changes in your life, okay? You have to go with the changes. You have to make the changes. And if you don't do it voluntarily, it will be done for you. And it won't be fun. But what we have to focus on is once we've taken our tower down, once we've brought it down to foundation level, we can rebuild. The Tower card, it's not about the destruction as it is about the rebuild. So Louise, with everything that you're going through in your life at the moment, it's time to break things down to foundations. It's time to start rebuilding. We don't rebuild in the same way that it was previously, because what's the point then? When you rebuild, it's a case of a rebuild. So if you take your home, for example, your home, if we were to flatten the land, if we were to remove every building that's there, and then if money was no object, and we said to you right now, build your perfect home, you're not going to build the same one that was there. You're going to make the room bigger, the lounge bigger, the kitchen bigger, the this bigger, the that. You're going to change things around. And that's what the Tower card is all about. Okay. So Louise, this is saying to you, as far as your motivation and productivity, it's time to do things completely different. It's time to go back to basics. It's time to go back to your foundation and rebuild from the ground level up. And if you do that, you will be amazed at the success that is there for you, the happiness, the joy, and the success that is there for you. Lots of love and blessings. Now, for the rest of you who didn't get a message, who are still here, I'm going to do one more card from the Divine Directions, and that will be for everybody else who is still watching, who maybe hasn't had a message, who needs a little bit of something. So for those of you who didn't get a question in or whatever, let's draw from the Divine Directions, one message for everybody for guidance and inspiration. Let's see what we get. Oh, I love it. I love it. The camera doesn't always focus clearly, but it is the love card. And the message is, it is the right time for you to experience a loving, committed relationship. Enjoy it. Let's see if I can get the camera to focus on it so that you can all read it. How absolutely awesome is that? I just adore it. So friends, for all of you who joined me today, thank you, thank you, thank you. It was such fun. I love doing these things. And as I said, I'm going to try and do lives at least twice a week from now on, as much as I possibly can. Obviously, my diary and personal life need to give us the opportunity to do these things, but I really am going to try my best to be online more often. So Hello, Libra Cusp 23. You're catching me just as I'm heading out, but please do subscribe. Everybody, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to try and do lives at least twice a week from now on. And if you subscribe, then you will get the notification when I next go live. So love and blessings to you all, from my heart to yours, until we connect again. Remember, Taroscopes tomorrow morning. So take care. Enjoy your Sunday. Bye.